crash, debris field, Raimi memo half revealed. Project Sign, Project Grudge, Cold War skies, the radar buzz, Blue Book files locked away. Men in black say no one saw a thing today.
Watch closely as a different U.S. drone drops a Hellfire missile on that fast-moving orb. The missile appearing to bounce off the object.
Foo Fighters over World War II, Nazi discs, the rumors grew. Operation Paperclip, V2 rockets, secret ships, Maury Island fragments fall, Flatwoods monster standing tall. Every decade, every night, something strange is in the sky. We didn't stop the sightings, they've been in the heavens while the world keeps fighting. We didn't stop the sightings, no we didn't light it, but we're trying to find it.
Right, I'm back. I know what I did wrong. I wasn't, for some reason it reset all my thingies, so all my stages, all my scenes didn't have my microphone thing on, so it's sorted now. Right, so we're sorted. We're good. Good. Right, so what I was saying is, one, I'm having a drink. I hope we're having a good Friday. But two, Planet Nibiru is something I never thought I'd be speaking about again. It's one of those I thought, I remember when I was looking into that when I was 15, 16, 17, probably up to the age of 18, right? That's probably the last time I actually looked into Nibiru and Planet X, because I wasn't buying into it or anything like that. Planet X is an interesting one. Planet X is different. Planet Nibiru is a total different thing. Planet X and Nibiru are different things. People get confused on that, I think. But there is some truth, I think, to X, but Nibiru is the one that people struggle with. It's this planet killer, like a fiery ball coming through to destroy everyone and stuff like that. So people should speak about this as well. Like, it's all right, Michael. We're gonna play that video, that clip. In fact, we'll play that clip first. No, I'm gonna play this one first, the one that I've shown you. Right, just making sure my microphone was on, because I have to add it on for whatever reason. It reset it all. Planet X, Nibiru 9. So there's Planet X is a 10th planet. Nibiru is a 9th planet. Not 9th planet. Don't confuse me. Planet X is supposed to be the 10th planet, I think it is. And Nibiru is totally different. We'll get into that about Nibiru. It was by an author called Zekia. I've got his finger there. I had it up on Grok to help me with it. This is the thing that we can look for. Look, listen, this is so much stuff on. Let me translate that into English. Like this website, man, for people that want to research Nibiru, if you're interested in it. Everything you can think of. No, all of it could be bullshit. But you gotta decipher what you think's bullshit or not. But this goes through everything on Nibiru and Planet X. You won't get a better website that's indexed it like this, let me tell you. But we're not looking at that yet anyway. So we're going to look at this one. How are you all first? Hope you're doing well and stuff like that. I watched Josh's interview before with that guy that did the Boogosphere. I've reached out to Josh if I can cover it tomorrow. I think it's fake, to be honest with you. I genuinely think it's fake. I think it's just a coincidence. How long? Years and years, decades and decades it's been going, and all of a sudden within a couple of months, we've got two Boogospheres with exactly the same fucking thing. Yeah, I think it's these balls that are being bought off Amazon, and you can 3D print shit onto it and stuff like that very easily and stuff. That's what I think it is anyway. But I'm gonna cover it. I'll cover the video and his interview and go through that. I actually watched that live, but I didn't see his interview. Like, how did I'm working though, to be fair, so maybe I just missed that part.
No.
Right, sound good. Bro, read the comments. Shit, what have I done? Have I fucked it up? Someone gonna fill me in? What? Some of the old stuff is worth revisiting. Yeah, Planet X and yes, bro. I can't hear. No sound. What do you mean there's no sound? There is sound. I can see the sound. Right, don't piss me off because I'm on the whiskey, and I will swear to God I'll kick next door's cat. I will kick next door's cat. Next person that said I'm going to kick next door's cat. And if they've not got a cat, I'll go next door but two and kick their cat. I can hear. It's fine. Listen, I can see the sound bar, so I know for a fact. When that wasn't moving before, I thought, yeah, I fucked up and talking for 10 minutes. No sound here. You need to sort yourself out then, Angela. It's you. I have sound. Oh, good. I have sound. There is sound. There is sound. There is sound. And can you hear this video?
But there is something flying. That
Just give me a thumbs up that you can hear that video as well before I play it. There is sound. Turn your volume up. I got sound on YouTube. Refresh. One minute. Let me go to... Right, refresh your screen, folks. Just refresh it. I went out and in again. Now I can hear. Thank you. Thumbs up. Right, we're good. No cats getting kicked. All right, I'm down with that. Let me pop this out, actually. So I can chat to you. I don't know how to... I've got it where it's on the OBS, but I can't reply on OBS. I have to pop the chat out on YouTube for some reason. I need to actually spend a couple of days just going through OBS, see if I can update shit on it. Right, this is John Ramirez from his 2027 thing. It's about a year ago. I think it was over a year ago when he did this.
that is unacknowledged. I've never been read into that program. I know it exists, and here's why. Because I know the customer for this program. The customer is, again, NGA, National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. And so this intelligence agency, of course, is concerned with imagery intelligence, optically and electro-optically. So whatever is flying that is unacknowledged, whatever shape it might be, is collecting from an aerospace altitude those types of data. And that's all I know, and that's all I can say. I personally have been never cleared or do not have any knowledge of a craft, but I don't discount anything. And I say the phenomenon with a capital P because that's the way the government kind of lumps it all together. Whether it be like metallic craft, light energy orbs, presence of ETs, in a corporeal sense, higher consciousness, what's being channeled, what's being experienced, it's all labeled under the phenomenon, including, as we learned, the more disturbing aspects of the phenomenon, which appear to be malevolent.
So, just to answer your question there, wasn't in regard to disinformation. Anybody connected with CIA is disinformation, right? That's counterintelligence. That's their job. So, it doesn't matter who it is. We've got to always say there could be disinformation. Doesn't mean we have to ignore everyone and say, oh, we don't believe them and stuff like that. There's always elements of truth with what they're saying, right? This is probably to stage the blue beam, the whatever they want to fake coming towards planet Earth and stuff like that.
To human beings. So it's all love.
And let me tell you this, just because we think we know that they're going to stage the lie, just because we think we've sussed them out, doesn't mean they aren't still going to get away with doing it. Because we're a small minority. Most of the people think we're fucking tinfoil hat crazy. When they see this thing coming, they're going to believe it.
Under phenomenon. And the fact that we can discuss this now is a big step forward. Now, as far as what the government doesn't know, I addressed it. This phenomenon that seems to be...
Right, for the people saying there's no sound, I have it on my TV and I can hear it. I can hear it on my mobile phone. There is sound. You need to reset your phone device. You've come in. I think what you've done, you've gone to the wrong live thing. Refresh it and come back in, and it'll come back to you. I'm not wearing a headset. It messes up my fucking hair and my hat. I'm not looking like this. I don't need to do that. That's amateur shit, that, when you have to wear a headset.
Malevolent, or from strangers, I call it. The government, I think, is still grappling with that issue. And I say strangers in the sense that it is my personal belief that there are residents, visitors, and strangers. Residents being, I believe, entities that have been here long before humanity appeared, and in fact may have had some hand in making us who we are today. And the visitors might actually be from other worlds. And the strangers, I don't know where they're from, but it seems very frightening to read the accounts of people.
Sorry to pause it. Nathan, fucking Kyle, I got your message on WhatsApp. If you want to email me something that you think is relevant to the video that I'm doing here, send it over, because you've just said, haven't you, that you've done some, let me read your message out. You know, I've been putting together stuff on this, right, for months, lol. There's a lot more to it. Send me some stuff. I'll read it out on the live if you want me to. Make it interesting, though.
Documented people who have experienced very disastrous effects, very tragic effects with their health from encountering the disturbing aspects of the phenomenon.
The dialogue we're having now in this country, even with the recent legislation that passed through.
So that beginning bit you might not have seen a lot of years, but this will be the famous one. This is the part where he goes on about 2027 and something. I think this is the one.
The legislature and is on its way up to the president's desk. Even with that, we're kind of preparing the U.S. population, at least, and by extension, the world population, into that reality that there is a presence here, and that we need to explain this presence. Because if they show up and we continue to do what we did before previous decades, and they show up, there will be mass panic. But if you understand that these are real, and we have 5 years from 2022, or maybe now 4 years, if they come in 2027, for the U.S. government to prepare the people about what is up there. And in many ways, I think the word got out within the government that they're showing up in 2027, and we better be prepared. And if not, there's going to be a lot of explaining to do. And so I think that dialogue has happened within inside the government, in certain areas inside the government, that we need to prepare. And that's why in 2017, that set a clock of 10 years. And why Lou Elizondo earlier in this year said, just find a hobby for 5 years. And, it'll all be out in 5 years.
Please click that thumbs up, guys. It really does help the video while they're live.
And I would say I've heard 2027 in a kind of an official capacity that I can't reveal. So I think I would say that people in the government are aware of something happening, and that there's limited time, a few more years to prepare the people. And that's what's ramping up this acceleration from the previous 7 decades of not even acknowledging it to now we are acknowledging it at a faster and faster pace.
We've got video 1. We're going to look at video 2 in a second, which is Patrick over at Vetted. He had Michael Ian Black the other day, the comedian. And they're referring to this little part here. They speak about Planet X. I would like to speak to Ian, but I don't think there's anything else he can add to it. So, when you see these people and they speak to someone, you think, I'd love to have them on my channel. If it's going to be the same story, I'm not interested. I'm really not interested. I'd rather go a different route and go somewhere else. Instead of having people come on your podcast and just regurgitate the same bullshit. I don't want to be that platform. I'd rather just do my own videos and do that. So, this is Vetted. You probably know who Vetted is. That's Patrick. And we're going to watch his... Make sure you give him a sub. because I'm sharing some of his clips. So that's his channel there, vetted. He's almost at 100,000 followers, 99.8. Maybe you can get him to the 100,000 and give him a little shout out in the comments at UFOs Around the World. Get to 100,000.
Out of those secret channels and secret things that you know, which does bring me to my next topic, because when I saw your Substack, I related to something that happened to you. And you know, you'd claim that you got invited into this Signal chat group. You went in, you know, you're talking with people. And
oh wait, I need to tell you something. This is totally off the fucking thingy, but so I'm speaking to someone you all know in the UFO world. Invited me. I've been engaging with him recently, defending him on something. Invited me to a Signal group and told me about some of the people in the background. Now, there's a few people I've called out and said I don't like them for this, and this, right? And I've spoken about them in previous lives. I'm holding off judgment on a couple of them people now, because I've heard what they're doing in the background. And if it's true, and I believe it is true because I've been shown evidence and stuff like that, something big is going down. And I don't mean alien related, UFO related. I mean like with regarding children and regarding finding what's going on, and it's all linked. So hold out for something big dropping in the news. I don't know when. It could be next week, next month, fucking 6 months from now, a year from now. But something big's going down, and some of these UFO people are helping. That's all I can say. And they're fighting against what I've been fighting against, and it is fucking huge news. So I just wanted to share that with you. I can't give anything else other than that. Honestly, it could jeopardize things. But that's all I'm going to say to you. Some of the people that I've been bashing, saying where are they and stuff like that, they're doing incredible things in the background, un-UFO and alien related, to save people. Insane, and I've been shown evidence of it.
You know, that happened to me too. They I don't know if it's the same people, but I got approached by a few different groups. I said no to all of them, which none of them liked, and I could tell right away, you know, it's like no one had said no to them before or something. And I just said, I don't want secrets. I know what it is to keep a secret, and it's, you know, I take that stuff seriously, but I don't know. I just thought, I just don't want to be manipulated. You know, I don't want to be told to say certain things. And your story in particular, like, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk about that.
I'll give you just people in the comments saying it. What I'll just give you is like an example of some of the information I was privy to. There are adoption things going on in certain countries where there are adoption things going on, and they're about to crack it. They're about to uncover something, and it's to do with billionaires and everything like that. And some of the people that I've been against in the UFO world, some of them are helping crack this. That's all I'm going to say. Nothing else on it now. Although I have asked for more information on things I can share, I haven't received that yet.
That, like, they told you an object was coming for Earth and even showed you a picture, and I just find that fascinating.
So I became friendly with somebody in the UFO community, and that person invited me into a small Signal chat, literally just 3 of us. But we were trading information on what we were hearing, blah, 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 blah. And so over the course of 18 months or so, this story begins to emerge from the person who invited me in, that there is an object, it's planet-sized, it's coming from out of our solar system into our solar system. It is decelerating. It has been decelerating for a couple of years, I think, at that point. And
so what he's saying there, so he's saying that something's coming towards us and it's decelerating, it's getting slower and slower. Is there anybody out in the chat there that's like smart enough to explain to me, in what scenario would it be possible for this to happen where all the astronomers on the planet would not be privy to this information? If you've got a telescope, a really good telescope, which you can buy for a few £100 now, well, you won't be able to spot this and raise the alarm and stuff like that. Surely there'd be some amateur astronomers that can see this, right? Right? Since really Mayan calendar of 2012, so it started about 2008, 2009. Yeah, I was big into the conspiracy world around that time as well, well before that time, to be fair. So I've seen the 2000s to 2012 conspiracy. Agree with the adrenochrome, nasty therapy, if you can call it that. Yeah, I know we're going off topic here with the adrenochrome because of what I've just said, but trust me, it's big news. And I was like, my jaw dropped when I got the message. And honestly, this person's fucking rubbing shoulders with bigwigs and everything like that. And the fact that he shared this with me is because I defended him recently on a couple of posts and stuff like that, and tried to break up an argument that was going on, saying, listen, you're attacking each other here, don't be attacking each other, you're on the same page, you know the problems you're both going through and stuff like that, don't do this. So if you're good, you'll find out who that you know where I'm going with it, but I can't mention any names, anything like that. I promised this person or alien or dog or animal, whatever this person was, I will not give it that away. But it's really exciting news for me, because I know that there is something going down there, and I did not expect there to be help from the people that I heard are helping. So that's why a few of these people are not speaking at the minute, and they're totally like just gone off the radar over the last 12 months, and why certain things have disbanded. It's making sense to me now. Now I've got that deeper level of understanding thanks to this person giving me that information. I just wish I could share it with you. Really good. It's really good news. Horrible news, but it's good that it's happening and it's going on. It just, sometimes we just don't know what's going on, do we? And I've got a little bit of information there to go on to it, and you've got a little bit of an insight here yourself. And if you're smart enough, you can work it out. I respect you, but you're also the last person you should tell info to. Mickey, you absolutely no idea who I am, sweetheart. No idea. I'm the most trustworthy person you can ever meet, and all my followers will tell you that I've never once leaked any information in all my social media history or anything like that. Everything. Not a single person.
And it's expected to enter our solar system around 2027. It is intelligently controlled. And when I asked how large it is, I was told massive, possibly even planet-sized. Later, I think maybe a month or two later, I was shown a photograph of this object. It looked like an astronomical image. It was taken from a distance. The thing was like this. It was gray. It was round. It could have...
So he's just described the shape and colour of it. Let me just go back to that bit.
Around 2027. It is intelligently controlled. And when I asked how large it is, I was told massive, possibly even planet-sized. Later, I think maybe a month or two later, I was shown a photograph of this object. It looked like an astronomical image. It was taken from a distance. The thing was like this. It was gray. It was round. It could have been anything, but I was told this is the thing. Now.
Right, Mickey. I don't hold back in comments. You have been around for a while. You've caused a lot of shit with other people in the world. You will never cause shit with me. There is not a single thing that I talk about on anybody. So don't come in here causing trouble, because you will get it, Mickey.
I was also told, please don't talk about this. This is huge. This is, when people are going to panic, blah, 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 blah. And of course, me being, some jerk off on cable TV, I'm like, what? And I was dubious, because as soon as I heard planet-sized, I was like, wait, that doesn't make any sense to me at all, because it seems to me if you have planet-sized object entering your solar system, like other planets are going to...
Yeah, you'd think that it would have an effect on the planets around it, but if it's a craft and they can work on their gravitational field and pull around, maybe it wouldn't have an effect. Maybe it would not have no effect whatsoever on the planets around them.
Feel that. Like, we're going to see that. It's going to show up. Then again, just because something's planet-sized doesn't mean it has planet-sized mass. So I don't know. That being said, when Corbell released his video of saying there's a lie coming, and the lie is that there's an object approaching Earth and it'll be here in 2027, I was like, Not that I believed it to begin with, but I was neither rejecting nor accepting it as a premise. I was like, all right, that's another data point. It's a huge data point, and it would be fucking freaky if it were true, but I'm definitely not believing this narrative at that point. But all of that to say, I still feel protective of the person who invited me into the Signal chat, and I feel protective of the person who gave that person their information, not because I'm afraid of any consequences, but just because I don't feel right about betraying trusts. And I was,
Sure.
it never came out, okay, now you can say it. So I don't want to, you know, I just don't feel right about betraying the trust of people who trusted me. I've also been invited into 2 other Signal chats, which were much more populated with a lot of people from that I recognize from like social media and stuff. And those were basically just like gossip centers, chat rooms, basically. And so I found those, you know, they were speculative, they were inoffensive, you know, they were like people bickering with each other and whatever. I never contributed, and I think I was booted out of one of them because I never contributed, because I didn't find a lot of value in there. Nothing that I couldn't see in other public forums.
Sure. Yeah. So like this person that told you that, I totally respect that, the trust thing. I'd probably do the same thing, to be honest with you. You know, you felt they were reliable at first, right? That's why you joined.
I thought the person who invited me in, I believed to be sincere. I believed that person believed the information they were given.
No, do you know? No. So what he's saying is he was invited into a Signal group. There was only 3 of them, and he was privy to, for some reason he was giving information on this object, which is suspicious straight away. When someone starts giving you information, they hardly fucking know you. That's a red flag straight away, right? But it could be again a twist. He's trying. This is how they manipulate it. They could be saying it's a lie, and it's not, and it's actually the truth, or it could be a twisted truth where it's not actually a spaceship. It's something else, or they're going to stage something. So you can't trust anybody connected with CIA. And this guy's been speaking to someone obviously in the CIA that's been feeding him bullshit information. But these. As a bald man, I'm so jealous of Patrick's hair. Yeah, I'd say the only person that's got as good hair as him is me in the UFO world. But I don't flick my fringe up like that, because it'd be up here.
And they had no reason not to believe it. I think subsequently, my original contact has come to distrust the person who brought them in a little bit, or maybe a lot, I don't know. But again, it's just like, I don't want to be involved like you in this hall of mirrors. Yeah. It doesn't get me any closer to my objective, which is to understand what the hell is going on. And I don't think it serves the community at large. And it's all so vaporous. This like, so, you know, you have these whistleblowers who are like, you know, I could be killed for saying this. Okay, but you're saying it and nothing's happening to you. So what's the truth? What's the actual story? And if what you're saying is true, that you fear you can be killed, and then nothing happens, why aren't way more people coming out and saying, oh, I thought I was going to be killed, but I guess not, so I'll just say what I know. I don't know. I don't understand this world of secrecy. I find it confounding. I find it infuriating, and I find it self-defeating.
Yeah. No, well said. Well, yeah, well said. Yeah, that's why I stay out of it, to be honest with you.
And I've pulled back from it too, which is...
It's all right saying you stay out of it. Sometimes you can't stay out of it. Sometimes you... Patrick has stayed out of a lot of shit, but he's also been dragged into a lot of shit over the years as well. I've witnessed it. He's had his arguments and ups and downs of X and stuff like that, and he has tried to... Right, I think he doesn't follow anybody. He always says... And then he did like an amnesty saying, are we all friends again now? Last year at some point. So if he's fell out with people, he's been dragged into that world, and I've seen him recently going into arguments. So sometimes you can't help it; you just have to bite. You think I'm not doing it. I'm not rising. I'll say something, and you get right. And I get it all the time. You get someone like Mickey a minute ago that was saying something, and it just winds me up. She's like, "Don't come at. I will come at you. Don't tell me to not come at you. I will come at you. Like, I've got nothing against people like that. But if don't try and tell me what to do or try and be a dick on my live. I'm going to come at you. My moderators know not to ban anyone. They leave them to me.
Which is why I'm happy to come on here and talk about it, because I feel like a lot of people are in the position you and I found ourselves in, which is you just don't know who to trust or what to say, and you feel insecure.
Who do you guys trust in the chat? Let me know.
In addition to the stigma of just saying, yeah, I believe in UFOs. And then you have to deal with all this other shit. So yeah, I've pulled back. I'm not.
So someone's just said here, okay, I won't go into who said it unless they want to admit it in the comments themselves, right? That Lou Elizondo was the person that told him this information. Do you think that's potentially true? Lou Elizondo told him that information? I can't be 100% on it, but it could be.
Actively invested in trying to find like networks of people who have information, because
We're going to go off there. So if you want to follow Patrick, obviously, and watch the full interview, go to Vetted and go and watch that. I don't want to play too much of his thing, but we are going to play this clip again, which is the one that went viral back last year when he did this UFO Revolutions interview. What was it you asked? Do you think it was Lou Elizondo that gave him that information? Someone just said it was Lou Elizondo that gave him that information. I don't know. I don't know how they know. But if they want to reveal themselves and tell us how.
Your government now wants you to know one.
So for people that are new to this is where it sort of started again, where you've got someone that people sort of trust in Jeremy Corbell, and I think a lot of his trust comes from being alongside George Knapp, I'll be honest with you. I don't think, if he wasn't connected to George Knapp, I don't think I'd look at Jeremy Corbell. I'd look at Jeremy Corbell as, I'm unsure. I'm still unsure about him, but I'm a bit more trustworthy of him because of George Knapp. Purely, I trust George Knapp.
Truth. And that truth is that UFOs are real. They've already done told you. Sometimes when you want somebody to know a truth, it's so you can set them up to believe a lie. And that's coming. I have zero doubt that lie is coming.
What is the lie?
Specifically, you want me to say it right now, for real? Real? On camera? To be put in the show?
Yes.
Okay. Problem with that. If we tell the lie before it's told, they can adapt. That wouldn't be wise. I'll tell you privately, but I would really think about if you want to put this in your show. For real. That's a real thing I'm telling you. So will you think about it before putting it in your show?
Absolutely.
Okay. So UFOs are real, and they've been here a long time, and that's the truth. But the lie is coming. All indications, like all of them, is that that lie is going to be that there is a craft slowly making its way to us here on Earth. And that is the lie they're going to want you to believe. It's nuanced, how they explain that, the nature of that threat. But that 100% is the lie you are going to be told. You even got a date. People have been whispering a date for a long time now. I know where that lie comes from. I know specifically what document from the 70s initiated the idea of that lie. A classified document. That is the lie you will be told. You're going to be told that there is a craft on its way to Earth. That's the lie. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I sent you 2 texts today with a year. Not from me. Nope. I'm not going to propagate that lie. Not going to be part of it. Not going to say it to the camera. Everybody knows. Just start paying attention. And they'll change the date, especially if they see this. Things will change. Because maybe I'm trustworthy. Maybe I'm worthy of your trust. Maybe I've told you the truth the whole way through it. Now you can verify it. If that's the case, then I'm fucking dangerous. You've been told the truth about UFOs for a long time now. It's been pretty orchestrated. It's been pretty clear. And it's using people that are telling the truth and want to tell the truth. Ultimately, they want you to know something. They want you to know UFOs are real. Thank God we're finally there. We're all there now. They want you to know the truth. why they want you to know that truth now. Hope I'm wrong, but it's terrifying. Think about it. Maybe it's good to get ahead of it. Call it out now before they do it. I'll be called crazy. That's okay.
Could Jeremy Corbell be the greatest disinformation agent ever as well? Let's face it, right? I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I do not know where Jeremy Corbell came from. He came from nowhere. And then was on the coattails of fucking Bob Lazar and George Knapp straight away. Came out with that documentary. Came out of nowhere, doing photography and stuff like that. How all of a sudden did he become so prominent in the UFO field? I've always been suspicious of that. Now, I do like him. I think he potentially telling the truth, but you've always got to keep that guard up and be suspicious that he's still alive. He's still able to tell his thing. I know it's a lot harder now to take people out because of the internet and the way the world is. It's a much smaller place now because of the internet and social media. If you take someone out, it's going to be obvious that you've done it for that reason. So they'll do things differently. They probably will change the plan. Maybe it's not 2027 now and stuff like that. But I have always had my doubts. Because when I started researching back in the early 2000s, Jeremy Corbell wasn't there. Ross Coulthart wasn't there. The only one that's been there throughout is George Knapp. And a lot of the others that I followed, they're all dead. So all these new people are coming out and now they get so prominent so fast. I'm suspicious of Jesse Michaels as well. I've all sorts of things, connection with the Israeli and Jesse Michaels and Mossad also. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's real. But he gets a lot of interviews. We've got Gary McKinnon. He's got Gary McKinnon this weekend. And he's turned down a lot of people. How's he got Gary McKinnon? Has he paid a lot of money for him? Maybe. As far as I'm aware, Gary McKinnon couldn't leave the country. So is it in the UK? Is Jesse Michaels in the UK? I don't know. Be suspicious of these guys. Just because they've got big platforms doesn't mean you have to believe them. Chris Ramsey, I like Chris Ramsey. I don't think there's anything suspicious about Chris Ramsey, to be honest with you. Is it suspicious that Jesse's linked up with Chris Ramsey to try and take a big portion of the pie there? It's almost 1 million subscribers between them both. It could be. And listen, I really like Jesse Michaels, by the way. But there's a lot of things going around at the minute that he's got connections with Israel and stuff like that. And how does he get these interviews? And I don't know. Just be open-minded and skeptical of everybody.
King Milkfart.
This is something that I want to play. This was King Milkfart asked Lou about the end of the world. The world. It's over a year ago.
And they say, how do you feel about a supposed impending event that is coming? Do you feel anxious, happy, excited? How do you feel?
Well, first of all, great question. Almost a trick question. Very, very clever. Very, very well worded. There's been a lot of talk about something happening. I am aware through certain channels of that same discussion. It may not necessarily be the exact dates that people are thinking right now. And quite frankly, we're not really quite sure what to think of it. Right now, there's a lot of innuendos and rumors going around. There is some discussion behind closed doors about maybe something occurring. But let me preface here. Before people start running to the hills and say, oh my God, Lou just said that something's going to happen. Well, of course, something's going to happen. Something always happens, right? I wake up every morning and there's something going on.
Well, let me just stop it there, sir. I need to say something, right? So, let's say, right, I'm in disinformation. I'm in the CIA. I'm privy on information. They're going to stage something. They're going to stage an event, and we want to stage this event for 2027. We need some agents like yourself, Mr. Matt, UFOs around the world. We're going to start you out there on 2016, get a 10-year start on this. You go out and tell people there's an event coming, and you get them to believe it. You get them to gain your trust. We'll get information, stuff like that. As things find out, the dates keep changing. He has changed it recently, saying it could be 2030, so it changes. But a lot of people that are coming out saying this date, John Ramirez, this guy, the Ian, whatever he was called then, that was on that vetted show. It's all like they're preparing us for the lie, So this is why I believe, Jeremy, they're preparing us for the lie. And it absolutely makes sense to do that if you're going to stage something. So this is something you would see before a staged event. A staged event just wouldn't happen out of nowhere. You would have to prep the stage. Always prepping the stage before a staged event. So this to me looks like we are seeing the stage being set for a big event. I don't know what you think in the comments. I can't speak to Lou. He blocked me 2 years ago when I asked him a question. A simple question as well. I wasn't being a dick with him, but he just blocked me. But if this is going to be a staged event, there is prepping for it, and they're always going to be one step ahead. And like I said, we can know it until everybody in this room, everybody in the UFO community can say we know what's going to happen. Doesn't matter. They're still going to do it. They're still going to get away with it because we are such a small minority on this planet. The UFO people are a small minority. We think there's loads of us. There isn't. There's not as many as we think compared to the people in China that don't get any of this news, people in Russia, the people in all the rest of the world, South Korea, North Korea. They don't get any of this news. They don't get any of this mainstream media news bullshit. We get it. And you turn the internet off and go stand outside now or go and speak to your mum, your dad, whatever, and stuff like that. They don't think you're fucking nuts anyway. They don't give a shit. Do I still have to pay my council tax? Do I still have to pay me rent? That's all they give a shit about, and I don't blame them. So they're gonna win. Doesn't matter. They're gonna stage this event and they're gonna get away with it. It's a fact.
Let me.
And by my logic, yes, you can't trust anybody. I think the only person you can trust is me.
Back out of that question just a little and maybe answer it a little bit more broadly. I think with everything, any type of event, there's always going to be a little bit of fear from people. It's natural. It's a human reaction to the unknown. But let's keep in mind that also with that comes a lot of opportunity, right? The first time we ever flew a plane probably was pretty scary for the Wright brothers. I imagine, hey, this thing actually going to fly, right? And the same thing holds true when the first person like Chuck Yeager, broke the sound barrier. Yeah, it's scary. Life can be scary, but it can also be full of opportunities. And if we don't take these chances and we live our lives in a tiny little test tube or petri dish, then we're never really going to experience, life as it should be experienced. So I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful. But with everything, the real big issue is how we deal with new information. Most things in life that happen that we're scared of doesn't really care about the human calculation. They don't care about how we interpret things. Things just happen, whether it's an earthquake or a hurricane or a rainbow, for example. It's how we interpret that information that I think at the end of the day is going to allow us to seize upon new opportunities as they present themselves. I know I'm talking really kind of obliquely here because I'm being very careful not to I don't want to provide information that I don't know 110%. So I'm being a little bit vague on purpose.
It's always tough, isn't it, Lou, to give everyone everything they want all at once, right? So
no, it's a great question, right? I mean, I'd want to know too. Look, there's been rumors going around that something's going to happen here, whether it's 2027 or 2036 or fill in the date. As it relates to UAP, I think we need a little more time to see if there's some validity behind this. And then let our government officials do what they do best and try to work together to figure this out collectively for all of us, right?
Sounds good. We are surpassing 750 people odd already. Wow. I know thousands of people have already come through this.
Let's get rid of that one. Let me get. So next one's going to be Neil deGrasse. We're going to look at what he said about Planet X. Because they are connected. They're different, but if one's true, the potential that it could link to Nibiru as well, we've got to look at that. But there's hieroglyphs that mention about Nibiru. And there's this... I'll find it in a minute for you. The origins of Planet Nibiru and where it came from. grifting loot and chandeliers, for fuck's sake. Was it only America? Any other people with balls out there? Yeah. Yeah, it does always seem to be the American people, right? But yet the British are the most intelligent. Let's face it. We have the best intelligence in the world.
Don't know what is accounting for the anomalous results you're getting. Is it a new law of physics? Is it something else that is correct laws of physics, but is influencing you in ways you don't yet know?
Right.
Or is there something wrong with the data? So Planet X is a centerpiece to this much longer, larger story here about the plight of science on the frontier. And so I just want you to appreciate what scientists go through.
I do.
On that frontier, just to understand how nature works. Yeah. And the data are not always correct.
Right. And guess what? And then everything else is off from that data.
Off from those data.
Well, you have my understanding, but I also understand you killed Pluto.
That is not the takeaway of this session. Stop it. Okay, there's been some evidence that there could be a much larger planet out there, which has been called Planet X.
Right.
So there is actual, that's the one I was going to pull up as well, that Planet X does exist, and it is pulling on the planets.
It's not affecting measurably the known planets, but it's because it's so far away. But there are other objects orbiting where Pluto is. There might be some anomalies in their orbits that could be explained by an object so far away you can't see it because it's too dark out there.
That's what I read. It was supposed to be a wandering planet.
We're getting, as a distance, 10,000 times the Earth-Sun distance. So it's way out there.
Way out.
So possibly, but the historical case of Planet X is solved. All right, we got to call it quits there.
All right, that was great.
Chuck, a little bit of Planet.
The hieroglyphs, yeah. So let me see if I can find it. Right, this might be where I lose people now because there has to be some reading and people don't like some reading. Oh wait, disclosure gets heated. No, I'm not watching that one. Right, so if people don't know what this website is, it's called bibliotecapleiades.net. It's a really good channel. And it's like an encyclopedia for every conspiracy you can think of. I use it all the time. I've used it for years. But you've got to sift through it. So I'll just give you an example of some of the stuff. So Planet X, comets and Earth changes. Planet X and Wormwood. Planet X and the upcoming Earth changes. The next Planet X panic. The return of Planet X. Then you've got Nibiru, the dark star, evidence of Planet X. Let me click on that, the evidence of Planet X. Ooh.
A village and carries off the beautiful princess. Then along comes the hero, St. George, who vanquishes the dragon and frees the princess.
Let me just make sure this is about the planet it is. 1 minute. This is nothing new. This has been spoken about for age. Like hieroglyphs speaking about this extra planet as well. You know, this is what I'm saying to you.
Was the terrible goddess a spectacular, fear-inspiring cometary stream? Our word for comet comes from the Greek word coma, used for long, flowing hair. Around the world, these images signify both the angry goddess and the Doomsday comet.
The Doomsday comet could be Planet X, could be considered Nibiru, whatever you want to call it. What? Let me make it a bit bigger there. Oh, sorry. Kyle, if you want to come up and you want to join me on this live stream, send me a Google Meets I'll stream it from Google Meets so people can see you, and you can share something on the screen if you've got something to add to this. You want to add value to the live, please do.
The land of Sumer, a cradle of civilization in ancient Mesopotamia.
Is the person Tom DeLonge? Which person, pal? Let me just go through that. So, give me a few minutes. Right, Kyle might be joining me on the live stream for half an hour or something, just to go through some of the stuff that he's got. But look at this, folks. Nibiru, the Colbrin, the Lemurian connection, the Lost Tribes of Israel, the Subterranean connection, Nibiru, the UFO connection. Honestly, everything you need to know about Nibiru, I've got yous. It's all here. Obviously, I can't go through all this. We'll be here all fucking night. I'd need a second bottle. I'd need about 10 bottles of this whiskey to get through this. The comet planet Ison, Planet X Nibiru, the coming of Nibiru, the coming of Planet X. It's been spoken about many times. Some of these are really old, by the way. Some of them will be more recent. It's updated. But some of these will be around for a long time. I'm trying to find one where... Oh, that's what we're to look at. What's it called? Zach. There he is. So, the guy was Zacharias Stitchin. Zacharias Stitchin. This is the guy that spoke about Planet X first. So, if we get this in here. Not Planet X, Nibiru. So I can...
And inexplicably, some 35,000...
Zecharia Sitchin's The 12th Planet, published in 1976, kicked off a series of books that weave together ancient mythology, astronomy, and the notion of extraterrestrial life into a narrative that's as fascinating as it is controversial. Sitchin introduced the world to the idea of Nibiru, a mysterious, yet-to-be-discovered planet with a wildly elliptical orbit taking it deep into the cosmos, far beyond Neptune every 3,600 years. Zecharia Sitchin's The...
Zacharias Stitchins is called. That's how you spell it there. These are his books. So Planet X, like I said, Planet X and Nibiru been spoken about from the 60s, 70s, stuff like that. It's nothing new. The thing that is new is it's going to kill us and stuff like that. That's the stuff that's been talked about the last 20 odd years. But Kyle's just sent me something here. Renowned scientists who studied distant planets. Let me put this in. Let's read through this. Renowned scientist who studied distant planets. Fatally shot. So look at this. Right, so this is 1 day ago. Oh, I think I might have read this. Let's watch this. So this is the guy. So, the deepening mystery of Caltech astrophysicist killed on the porch of his remote desert compound. Caltech astrophysicist Carl Grillmeier was shot and killed at his desert home. Let me make it. In fact, what I'll do is, folks, let me just put it on this screen for you to be able to see. Right, the sound's back now. I'll just wait for you to all give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, the sound's back. Right, the sound's back now. Just give me a thumbs up, folks. Refresh the screen. Refresh the screen. I changed it. No, yeah. So, I was reading through it. Hopefully you was reading it as I was doing it, so it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you read through some of this. You need I don't need fucking headphones. Don't tell me what I need. I need you to understand that. I just forgot to turn the thingy on. Right, so what I've done is, when I change my stages, I've forgot to click my microphone thing on. For some reason it's reset it, so on every time I change the stage I need to put my audio thing on. Now it's all set, so when I come back to this, so if I come to this stage, this one now works. When I come to this one, now you can hear me again. And when I go to this one, you can hear me here as well. So for some reason, when I went to a different stage, I had to reset it. So that's the reason. I don't need headphones. What a headphone's going to do is just going to make me hear my own voice. I don't want to hear that, and it's going to make me sound muffled and stuff like that. I don't like it. Right? Stop telling me I need headphones. I don't need headphones. Does that make you a podcast when you got headphones on? Oh, look at me, I got fucking headphones on. Oh. No, I don't need headphones on. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put them on, but not plug them in, just for you. Look, Mom, I'm a podcaster. I got fucking headphones on. Do me head in. I don't want to do that. Sounds like I'm under the bath. Honestly, it sounds like I'm under the bath. I'm not putting headphones on. Headphones are for twats. Pass that on. It's 2026, for fuck's sake. we don't need it. Yeah, and I'm on the whiskey. Stop it. Right, where we were. Right, the killing shocked both Caltech community where Grillmore was beloved researcher and sparsely populated community. Out in the country, we don't deal with those kinds of issues, said Lano resident, who recalled his own run-in with Schneider, but asked not to be identified. So, Kyle wanted me to look at this. Kyle, are you doing a Google Meet? You want to jump up? You got anything to share with us? And we'll do a quick chat. So the defendant had no prior criminal record. That's usually the case with these type of things. A spokesperson for the district attorney's office said in a statement the case was dismissed after the defendant complied with conditions that were part of an agreed upon disposition. Snyder's public defender... Wait, did I read that right? Snyder's public defender on the case declined to discuss, but between the initial court appearance charges and the charges being dropped, considered to show up local authorities radar. Oh no, we threw him out and the resident said we asked. He squeezed through a gate. The door wasn't locked and he got in. We're in a big property out here and he got in the house. Snyder has since been charged with first-degree burglary in connection with that incident. This guy does this sort of thing around the neighbourhood. Have you ever considered headphones? Have you ever considered gobbling me off? How about that, Jason? I'm not putting headphones on. Headphones is for twats. Pass it on. I'm looking now. There's lives on now. The what's it called? They're live at the minute. What's it called? The night shift. They've all got headphones on. Twats. I like them all, but don't put headphones on. You don't need it. You don't need headphones on. I've had no issues with my sound, except for some reason it's reset it. That's the only thing. I don't need anything plugging in or anything like that. Look at that. Now everything sounds muffled. I sound under the water. I've not even plugged it in and I already hate it. This would not make me any better of a podcaster having this in. What I would suggest doing with this, if you enjoy this, is stick it up your ass. That's what I would suggest with that. Don't like it. Not doing it. Right. I want Kyle to come up. If Kyle wants to come up and join me for a chat. Does anybody else want to come up for a join me? If you go into the Discord, put your video on. I'm sure I could stream it. Come up and have a chat with me if you want to join me on the YouTube. Let's have a chat for a bit. If you want to come and talk to me about anything tonight. If you want to jump into the Discord here, and join into, I don't know if it's an open mic, and put your camera on, I should be able to stream it. Because I seen Josh do it with that interview guy. He said jump in the Discord, and I thought, what a fucking brilliant idea that is. But I would have done it a different way. I would have gone through Google Meets. But Discord, yeah, that might work as well. Right, thank you for that, Kyle, by the way. What was I looking at there? Let's go. Yeah, the dints on people's heads are I really, honestly, I don't see why people put headphones on. It just makes you sound muffled. It's horrible. It's to see, right, if your sound's okay. I understand it. Do you know what I do? I've got my TV on, and I put it on my mobile phone, so I know what it sounds like through the mobile phone, and I know what it sounds like through the thingy. Me having an audio issue where I've just not clicked the microphone doesn't mean I need to put headphones on, because my sound's perfect. It's just that I made a cock up, as I usually fucking do on a live. Well, Vetty's just put a post up here. I have what could be the most important video I've ever released coming later today, all about 2027 alien threat rumour. It's a team effort, so thank you to everyone who has been covering it. Let's vet that shit. How weird's that? We're covering this and we've got vetted. I'm going to put in currently live reading this. Let's go to vetted just to see if it's dropped the video, see what he's talking about. It's not dropped, so I don't know what he's talking about there, but we'll get to it. Gary McKinnon is going on Jesse Michaels. I don't know if you know about that. Gary McKinnon's posted it on American Alchemist Weekend. Had a blast. Let's reshare that. Let's try and get him in around the world. In the chat. You never know, he might just join us. He's on YouTube. It's interesting. I've never seen Gary McKinnon post. Why all of a sudden is he? I don't follow him, do I? Yeah, I follow him. I don't see any of his posts ever. Click the notification bell. Look at the way he's looking at Jesse there, though. Can't fucking get the video on. Shut up, you little dick. That's what he's looking at. Like, shut the fuck up. He's been cloned, Gary has. Get the 20 hours a month for free. It's worth doing. Like the frogs turning gay as well. Have you not got StreamYard? I have got I don't pay for StreamYard, but you can use StreamYard, can't you? I prefer OBS. I think the setup's better on OBS. That's all. That's the only reason. I just think I can make it look prettier on OBS and stuff like that than it does on the thing. You get all that. Better. That's the only reason I do the OBS. I know you can do it with StreamYard as well, but it's a bit more effort, a bit more stuff that you can use. Although it is more difficult to add people up. But if Kyle or anybody wants to come up, Kyle, are you there? Let me ring him actually. Let's see if he's there. If he wants to share anything. Investigators seek motive for shooting of MIT professor and Brown students. What's this? Kyle share me things. Let me ring him. One sec, folks.
Zechariah Sit.
What was the Oh, that's all it's to look at. Josh's no polarity.
That's scary. That's kind of scary.
And what do...
However you do it, get your Akka boost from William Hill, online and in shop.
This records conversations better than taking notes ever could. This is Pocket, an AI note taker that...
They're called like Marvel Rivals. So surely you have Discord, right? Do you want to come jump in our Discord?
It's a freaking ball, dude. It looks
If you,
like it's
bro,
far, like last
come
time,
jump
but
in our
it's
Discord.
literally-
Yeah, I got you there. All right. Let me take Susdog away because, you know.
So I'd actually joined this live. I was actually in the comments commenting a little bit, but then I don't know why. I don't know when this was part of it. It must be. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I was there for the end of it. Does anybody know? Was anybody in this live when during the live this was? Because I don't remember seeing it, and I was in this live because I was commenting. I actually sent a super chat, I think, if I remember right, to... Oh, no, I might have been... It might have been the huge UFO live I was in, not this one. I could have swore I was in them both, though. Sometimes I join them when I'm in work.
Innocent until proven guilty. Let me...
So before I play that, let's go to the Boogosphere.
Another UFO metallic sphere has fallen out of the sky and landed this time in the United States in another bombshell UFO footage that was caught live on TikTok. Yes, this was caught on live stream. Yet again, these people are touching this craft that came out of the sky with their bare hands. That part makes no sense to me, but sit back on the couch and enjoy this.
It's going down. Hold on. Fuck it. Dude, do you hear that? I think I gotta cut the live, dude. I'm not joking. Hold on. Babe. Tell my mom where we are. Dude. Holy shit. I thought that was hot. That's fucking freezing, bro.
It sounds hollow. It sounds like it's one of those thingy balls you can buy. Let me see if I can find it. 1 minute. Metal Boogosphere ball. Someone might have advertised it as that shopping. Durable stainless steel gazing balls. Look at that Primrose Bush stainless steel gazing globe. Right, so gazing balls. What do we think, guys? Do you think it could be one of them with one of them printers that you get where you can etch markings into it? Very easy to put that on these days now and get a perfect. Let's click on this one. Let me go on here. Let me go on that one. Gazing ball.
If you are looking for gazing balls, here's a collection you've got to see. At any time you like, just click this banner. If you are looking for gazing balls.
Right, I've just been shouted at here. 1 second. You are set up to show the doc I had you send Simon. Stay on the astronomers. Stay on the astronomers. Leave the spheres alone. Right, okay, so maybe I've gone off track. I'll look at that in a bit if we've got a bit of time. So let's go back to the... Kyle, you need to come up on the live then. You need to come up because I need to... Right, let me search this. Investigators, stick with me, guys. You know what happens with me. Go off. Fucking... Investigators. Is it this one? Do you want me to show you a nice little trick as well? Do you know if you get a paywall like this, highlight, copy it, go to this website, archivedbuttons.com. Archive buttons. 1 minute. Click on this website, put your website in there, and it bypasses every single paywall. Look at that. So you know when you can't see articles because of a paywall, if you put it in this website, it does it for you. I'll tell you another good one as well. My Instance. I use this for my sound bites.
I like them boys and I cannot lie. You motherfuckers can't deny that when a girl walks in but she's actually a guy, a dingling in your face, you get sprung. And suddenly I'm attracted.
Lizard. Lizard.
This is an amazing website. Every single meat you can think of.
Bruh.
Right, anyway, back to this. Oh, get rid of that. So, authorities said on Thursday, it's a Welsh nanotech that ball heard that they put them on a string in Wales for some reason. Oh, that's useful. I've had issues with some new sites. Do the balls come in twos? It says gays and balls. You need to put all websites on a page so we can get them here. Right. Kyle's sending me stuff, so Kyle's leading this. Why he's not got the balls to come up and do me a Google Meet? Kyle, do a Google Meet. Authorities said on Thursday that they were looking into a connection between last weekend's mass shooting at Brown University and 2 days later near Boston that killed a professor at another site. This is connected to Nibiru and Planet X, by the way. We're going at it from a different angle now. This is why we're speaking about it. That is according to 3 people familiar with the matter who were not authorised to discuss an investigation and spoke on condition of anonymity. 2 of the people said investigators had identified a person of interest in the shootings and were actively seeking that individual. The attacker at Brown on Saturday killed 2 students and wounded 9 others. I'm trying to see what... Sorry, I've got conjunctivitis, so my eyes are sore here. I'm struggling. You give me a shitload of reading here. I don't want to be doing loads of reading, Kyle. That's the problem. People don't like reading. All these will be linked in the description. I'll go through it and put them all links in the description. See if I can find a video about it. The mysterious star kick. Let me see what that is. Davidite Revelations of Mother Goddess. One minute.
I have even, since I've seen a picture of some people on that are talking about this subject, I've seen them.
You're stoned eating a Ben & Jerry's banoffee pie Sunday ice cream. Go on, lad. Enjoy your joint and stuff like that. I don't judge people. Listen, I used to smoke the old Jamaican Woodbine while I used to play the guitar. It used to, probably what the reason I went deep into the UFO stuff was smoking that stuff. So, obviously I'm a much older man now and I don't do that kind of shit. But, you know, there's young pups out there now going through it and they're going through the same experiences. You're finding your way in the UFO world. You're excited about it. You're talking to your mates in the kitchen while you're on pills and whatever you're doing and stuff like that these days. Well, it's spice and balloons these days, isn't it? Because you're all weirdos. But, and you're looking for someone to give you some advice, just always sit on your information. Just wait for it to come out. Good thing is for you, like, it looks like we're getting to the end of the end of it now. We might be getting to some sort of conclusion, or at least some little bit of it. But I can help people. Certainly send you down some rabbit holes if you like to have a smoke and research stuff. That's the best time to get into the rabbit hole stuff. I don't know. Bear with me a second. I'm getting two messages here. I've got one off. If you want to get straight into that. Alright, Kyle, will you just fucking answer the fucking phone a minute, for fuck's sake? Right, Kyle's sending me shit and he's not answering the phone. Right, let me see if I can send him a Google Meets. Let me go to... I'm going to play this a second.
I've seen their pictures. I recognize them. I did a double take a few weeks ago when I saw again someone who's been talking about around this subject, and it seems to be popular right now.
Who's that?
This man by the last name of Sitchin. I've seen at rituals, and he is a shapeshifter.
Okay. That's interesting, because this is the guy that I've just been speaking about. I've not seen this part before, so thank you for sharing that to me. So this is the guy that mentioned about the planet Nibiru. She's saying he's a shapeshifter. Now, I've not heard this before. I don't know where it's going to go, but while I try and set up a Google Meets, I'm going to play it for you.
And I did a double take when I saw the picture of him, because I recognize him. And there's another person that I've seen, this Gardner, Sir Gardner.
That Lawrence Gardner?
Sir Lawrence Gardner. And he had recently written an article that was out in Nexus magazine. Part of it was about the menstrual blood, and what really triggered me was when he called it Starfire, because that is the name of one of the aspects of the three women who are the dressed mother goddess. That is my name in all of this. So this man I have seen, he has lots of power within this sect, reptilians, and he's someone that you would want to watch out for outside of this too, as is this Sitchin person.
What do you remember about Zachariah Sitchin?
Zachariah Sitchin was someone in the rituals in attending the rituals who was not a major player in as far as the rituals went, but was someone that others present did not make remarks at or were very careful as to what they said around him. And he was talking about, he would be talking about...
So I have seen this before, but I don't remember this bit about stitching. I do remember this lady. Maybe I didn't know much about stitching at the time, but now I do. So this is interesting.
Doing away with people, persons that were in his way or were putting out information that he didn't feel that he wanted put out. He is very much a disinformer, and that is his job, to disinform about what is going on with the Illuminati and with the reptilians.
He actually warned me off from investigating the reptilians, interestingly. Where do the rituals take place?
So this could be then stitching. Let's stitch in. He could be disinformation. He could be trying to set us up here. If this is a reptilian hybrid, not a reptilian hybrid, a reptilian in disguise, trying to tell a story to us and stuff like that, and play that out. That's an interesting side of it as well. Why haven't I remembered this? This is really doing me. Thank you for this, Narina, by the way. Yeah, I would like to have watched this before I did the live, so I could have pinned which parts to go through. So I don't know where it's going to go with you.
That you've been involved in, involving the British royal family.
Glamis Castle, Stonehenge, Balmoral Castle. I have reason to believe there's a church, and I think it may be Westminster Abbey. And there is a Mothers of Darkness castle or chateau in Brussels, Belgium. They've been there too. And also in France, the Marquis de Libero Pindar has a castle in the Alsace-Lorraine region of France. And I believe it's in the Alsace region that he uses. And there are certain rituals done at that castle down in the dungeon part of that castle, and there's an entrance down there to underground places in the...
Oh, do you know what? I think this is a separate live, this, folks. I think I need to do a watch along with this, where we sit and listen to this, because I can't remember it. I remember her, and I remember some of this. I don't remember this. This is something I've watched years ago. I reckon this has got to be, what? This has got to be 20 odd years old. This has got to be probably when I stopped even looking into Nibiru and stuff like that. So this was shared 9 years ago, but this is 100% older than 9 years ago.
The Earth, and there is a natural formation of rocks that kind of glow green, and they keep menstrual blood in that formation.
Oh, we had something the other day. I shared it on my Instagram, where I had these people wanting to buy the menstrual blood off. Oh no, not the menstrual blood. What did they want to buy? Let me see if I can get my Instagram up. Give me a second. It's connected. That's why. So I need to show it you while it's fresh in my brain. Fucking not logged into my Instagram. Let me try. Maybe it's women's eggs. Oh yeah, this is it, I think. Yeah, this is it.
And takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus.
1 minute.
The stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in is called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
It's painful, right?
Huh?
Is it painful to use this?
Yeah, a little bit. And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
No, you $100? Monkey.
You can pay a lot more than that. So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for you. I'm prepared to outbid him. Whatever I bid, he's going to outbid me. I bought about $60,000 of eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord, and placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. We regard it as waste, and it actually should be.
And you look at what this is quite old, you look at what we've found out recently about stem cells being a cure for a lot of things, and how important it is. These billionaires have probably been all over that for years and doing all sorts to try and get to this.
It should be captured as recycled, and it shouldn't go to waste. It's life for somebody, and it's life for mankind. The best eggs are 16 to 18 years old. Those are the best eggs. As you get older, your eggs get weaker and weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So you may not be our top candidate.
No, that's fine. I think that was my business anyway.
Cloning yourself with the idea of making yourself immortal, I think, is science fiction, and I think it's unethical.
They've already tested this practice in mice, and mouse was fat, and mouse got six-pack, and it was jumping all the women, young, right? At first it's just everybody's safe, and after that, they're young.
So, you saw the...
So, as I said, it's connected.
And this green glowing from these rocks actually turns the blood a darker color, and it's called black blood, and it's used in certain rituals. But there are also, they keep small, there are smaller, less developed little reptilians that are kept down there. They're kind of pets. But one other thing that's also down there, there are eggs. It's like a nest of eggs kept down in that part where it's warm. It's very warm down there into this entrance, and these eggs are kept down there incubating, and they are the reptiles' eggs, and that's where they keep them.
So I've got Kyle messaging me, stay away from adrenochrome, stick to astronomy, stick to the base of the thumbnail and stuff like that. I get that, but we've been dragged into other directions. This is what happens when you're on a live. You can go deviate from it. Kyle, you said you're eating. I've sent you a Zoom. I'm actually in the Zoom meeting now, the Google Meets now. I don't care if you're eating. You can eat on the live stream. Come up and talk to me.
What are your memories of...
I'm not going to stay away from adrenochrome either. I'm not going to stay away from I'm privy to information that you are not privy about. I know exactly who's working on the background with regards to saving people. Fucking, huge news that I've been privy to. This type of shit I need to expose because it's going on, and there are, honestly, folks, you need to pay attention to the news. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen next week, it could happen next year, but there's something big going down where they're trying to expose it with adoptions. Just giving you a clue, certain churches, it's going down big time. It's going down big time, and some of these UFO whistleblowers are helping. Like, I'm actually, my jaw dropped when I seen one of the people that's helping, because I've been slating this person.
Conducting the rituals for the royal family. What happened? What were they doing?
One
What's the
thing
code?
that,
I've sent
that
you in an
sticks
email.
out in my mind is that there was before. This was back in the late 70s. This was before Charles was married to Diana. He was involved with Kamala Parker Bowles, and she does not shapeshift, but she became pregnant by Charles, and she produced a baby, and this baby was presented at the ritual and killed, and that is the price, the firstborn between these two, and eventually these two will marry, and that is the price that is to be paid, the sacrifice of the firstborn between a union of these two people. And I've seen that there. Something else that sticks out in my mind is that it was around the late 80s that I saw a very kind of dark man he was Arabic. It seemed to be Arabic or Egyptian, and I heard the name Fayed being mentioned, and the Queen Mother was there, and I called her the Black Queen.
Fayed? Is she on about Dodi Al-Fayed, or the guy that died? Did this happen before Diana died, this interview? This is dark stuff, to be fair. Personally, I can take it, but can understand why it's heavy for people. This isn't heavy. This is bread and butter shit for me, but someone, like, Narina, why are you doing fuck all else instead of sending me them stupid high-rack videos and pictures that I never watch? Have a look when this interview was recorded. This is definitely a 90s. It's got to be a 90s. If this is pre-97, it could be important.
And she and he were talking very seriously and at some length about a subject. They were mentioning Diana, and they were mentioning his son, Dodi. And at the time, I didn't know who Dodi was. I knew who Diana was. I never saw her at any rituals.
Where did this conversation take place?
This took place at Balmoral Castle. And I heard them talking about a marriage between these two, and I thought at the time, well, she's married to Charles. How can there be a marriage where she's married to Charles? I didn't understand why
Right, we've got a clue there. Let's just go back a little second there. Look at David Icke. That is definitely a 1990, I would say 1991 to 96 David Icke.
A subject, they were mentioning Diana, and they were mentioning his son,
maybe 90s,
Dodi.
maybe older than 97.
And at the time, I didn't know who Dodi was. I knew who Diana was.
I worked for Dodi's father's company. I worked for Dodi's father's company for a bit. Dodi Al-Fayed, yeah. Pretty sure Jordan Maxwell was interviewed later by David. Someone just Google this. I'm going to have to do it myself. Who's the woman? What's the woman called? 1999, right, so it's 2 years after Diana's death, so it was a 90s video. And that's probably the last time I've seen it in the 90s as well.
Saw her at any rituals.
Where did this conversation take place?
This took place at Balmoral Castle. And I heard them talking.
See how quickly I researched that? It's good, right? It's good. It's fucking good. Maybe we should just type in, is Roswell real? Maybe that's the same. I'm joking.
About a marriage between these two, and
1999. Welcome in, Narina. Fucking late to the party there. I did it for you.
I thought at the time, well, she's married to Charles. How can there be a marriage? She's married to Charles. I didn't understand why the Queen Mother and this person that I now know to be Dodi.
Right, hold on. I don't know if we've got some breaking news here. 1 minute, I need to read this. What's it called? Anthropics. Might be some breaking news. I don't know. Is this new? The United States of America will never allow a radical left woke company to dictate how our great militaries fight and wins war. That decision belongs to your commander-in-chief and the tremendous leaders I appoint to run our military. The left-wing nutjobs at Athronpic have made a disastrous mistake trying to strong-arm the Department of War and force them to obey their terms of service instead of our Constitution. Their selfishness is putting American lives at risk, our troops in danger, and our national security in jeopardy. Therefore, I am directing every federal agency in the United States government to immediately cease all use of anthropic technology. We don't need it. We don't want it, and we will not do business with them again. There will be a 6-month phase-out period of agencies like the Department of War who are using anthropic products at various levels. Anthropic better get its act together. Is that an attack on the privatised companies, do you think? Let's go back to this.
Fayed's, because I heard Fayed, Mohammed al-Fayed, talking, and I'd seen them together at, I saw them at Balmoral Castle. I overheard the conversation at Balmoral, but I'd seen them also at Mother.
Kyle's on me. Oh, Kyle's here. Right, so 1 minute. 1 minute, Kyle. Let me see if I can get you up. Say something, Kyle. Kyle, speak.
I'm here.
You there? Right, let me mute my microphone because I don't need that one on. Can you still hear me, Kyle? Yeah.
When did this Department of Defense come out?
Can you hear me? That Department of Defense thing came out tonight. Get rid of that. Right, what do you want to show us?
half a dozen astronomers.
Yeah, go for it. Let me just make sure everybody can hear me in the comments and that. Put your camera on, Kyle. I'll make the screen smaller here, whatever it is.
Nah.
Nah. Right, go on, they can hear us. If you want to read through it, feel free.
I'll put it on screen share.
So, UH Hilo astronomy professor killed in Arizona accident.
And notice all these are around 2012, 2011 to 2014.
Yeah, so go on. What's your conspiracy here?
3 of them were mysterious circumstances. Either one was murdered, one was run off the road on a moped, one was missing for a few days and then found in a ditch. And all of them are from a couple of observatories. That's what makes it really fucking weird. There's one in Chile, and that has a radio telescope. There's one in the University of Hawaii, Hilo, Hilo. That one's very interesting. All those astronomers are under NDAs. Intelligence agencies come into these some of these observatories and classify everything that they see, and it has to be approved before released to the public. There was an article in a paper about that.
What is it you think that they've seen or they've been privy to that put
I don't know, but seeing 3 or 4 of them murdered within a small set of observatories, within 2 observatories in a period of 3 years is a little fucking weird, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is weird. It's like, what have they seen where it's so important that they have to be killed? If this is true and they are being killed, what on earth have they seen? What are they trying to keep secret?
If you want to make it weirder, take the individual areas that they were murdered at and look at the actuary tables on homicides or low crime areas.
Yeah, low crime areas. So who's the most recent one that's been taken out? That one that we went up through before?
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago.
And were they all studying the same type of things? Were they all looking into the...
Yeah. Or similar, very similar. The guy that was murdered on his porch, notice it said he lived out in the country, right? That seems more like a who targets somebody that lives. That's not like a street thug. Then there's the one a couple months ago. Let's see.
I think that what you're showing here, I think I need to do a video on this for you, Kyle. If you want to send me all the information, if you want to do a video
that's stuff I try to share with you.
If you tell me if you give me the timeline of events, I'll put it into a video. Maybe it needs to be spoken about.
Some of the families I planned on reaching out to.
Yeah, get in touch with the families, but they might be too scared to speak.
But that timeline heats up around 2010, 2011.
How many would you say have been offed on this since then?
A bunch. Or they died, the big thing is they died unnatural deaths,
Hmm.
not natural causes. They and if you want to look at statistical anomalies, I mean, you can compare that to actuary tables. What percentage of deaths are natural causes?
Godlike
versus-
Productions, is that still going, that website?
Yeah, that is.
Jesus, I'm
some
going to start
that
posting my
negative.
shit on there, man. I've not been on there for a decade. Easy over a decade. Police searching for a professor who vanished from a research trip to the Chilean desert in September say they have found his body. Yeah, this needs to. I think I need to do a separate video on this. I need to go through these. You need to send me the information you've got. Let me sift through it.
Everything.
Get
everything
AI
we
to
talk-
put it into like a chronological order, and we'll go through it and try and see if we can expose
All right,
anything.
go to that document I sent you to send to the guy we know. Don't name him.
What document?
Sent you a document to send to somebody that you know.
To me?
Yeah.
On email?
And you emailed it to him, and then I talked to him.
Oh right, yeah, you've got that. Yeah, you spoke.
Yeah.
You spoke to me.
Yeah, go to that document. Show that
Uh,
document.
1 minute. Let me go to.
He looked at it and said, "Yep." If that document's not real, what that document states is. So, is observatories or telescopes that have IR imaging.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll go to my scent actually. It'd be in my scent, won't it?
Radio telescopes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the email to Simon now.
And wide optical.
I can't find the sent email.
I put it in the WhatsApp.
I need it. Can you email it to me? I've got my emails open here. Email it to me. I'll open it up for the chat so we can read through it. This is definitely concerning that these people are being booked. Like Simon Holland speaking about this. Does that put him in danger? Potentially.
No, he shouldn't be. No.
Well, you say that, but these is it
Yeah,
because he's more
let's-
famous than these?
Let's leave him out of it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he's connected
Yeah,
to
I
it. I'm
don't-
just saying like he's the one that at the minute he's
Yeah, I don't
mentioning
want-
some of this stuff. But we need to expose it then. Who agrees in the chat that we should be speaking about this? Does anybody else think we've got a problem here with these people being
I haven't
killed?
seen anybody go through this online, so this is a new thing. The children relationship, I don't really know about that. I keep getting lately it's been observatory stuff.
No, I've been made aware of something over the last 24 hours, which has made my jaw drop on what's going on in the background. It's like there's going to be some huge uncover.
The thing is, we're like so late onto it because all this stuff happened in 2010 to 2016.
No, we're not late. You got to understand it like this. One person dying in 2010 is not suspicious. One dying in 2012 is not suspicious. When you've got 5 or 6 people and you get to 2026 and there's a pattern, we're at the perfect time to talk about this. We can see the pattern now. There's evidence there. There's a trail we can go back on. So this is the perfect time to speak about it. You've got to let years go by. You've got to let these people get bunked off, sadly enough, to see the pattern that's going on. And clearly there is a pattern that's going on.
All right, there was another one that I linked. There's 2 from University of Hawaii. One died in 2011 and one died in 2012. One got hit by a car.
Have you sent me the link?
Walter Steiger. Yeah, hold on a sec.
Send me the link to that document you want me to read out.
So really the ones that are the most interesting are Hawaii and Chile. The Tom Marsh, I think that's the one that I've got on the screen. He died in 2022.
Yeah, you've got Tom Marsh. If you put the document, put the document on your screen instead of sending it to me, and then that the one that you sent to Thingy.
It's on my screen.
I can't see it.
Look on Google Meet.
Yeah, I'm on Google Meet. Do you mean the body found of university?
No, he was found in a ditch.
Yeah, the only thing that's on the screen at the minute is the body found in search for university Warwick professor.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, but you said there's a document. You know, the one that we sent to certain somebody.
Yeah.
Put that on the screen, and then we'll read that.
Let's see.
You don't need to send it to me. You've got it open there. You might as well put it on.
Let me find it.
I can't stay on much longer, that's the problem. Just give me a few ideas for lives though, or videos. We need to cover this. We need to cover that video that Narina told me about. That needs to be a watch along, I think. We need to watch the full video of that and a watch along. We could do, we're doing like a proper planned.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that for a while.
Live, and then we can actually go through it where we know, instead of having to do it on the spot here, try and wing it.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Then you can get it all organised, and we can do it properly and stuff like that. This is last minute, folks. None of this was planned. If it was planned, it'd be a bit better. Hawaii is world's largest site for infrared.
Oh, where the fuck is it? There it is. Okay.
Right, yeah, okay. So can you read that out? Because I struggle to see that.
Here, I'll blow it up.
Okay.
Ah, damn it.
Right, so do not release pending authorization. Megastructure detected around KIC 84. What is it? 846.
Yeah, I'll get back to that. That's Tabby Star.
Okay. During the hidden DDERS, what does DDERS stand for? Quick Look Anomaly Detection, QLAD program. Certain targets were suggested by NASA to be checked in 2022 on the 12th or the 7th of the 12th. Out of the 3 targets checked, KIC was alerted by data processing for a closer look due to spectroscopy readings and immediately scheduled for 2 hours of observation, the maximum allotted hidden time per day during the first 30 days of operation, as advised by. How certain are we? After thorough analysis and discussion of the full data set, we have determined the irregularities presented by KIC spectropsy. In addition to high quality contrast, the data cannot be explained by a circumstellar dust ring, large swarms of Trojan asteroids, or a planetary debris field. An undiscovered cosmological phenomena was the next hypothesis. Artificial metal-based megastructure. Extremely high amounts of have been detected. In addition to high levels of tellurium, osmium, iridium, non-standard carbon, and no known natural processes can create these metals and elements in high enough density to be detectable, and the readings suggest large objects, solid or semi-solid, or a large collection of medium-sized objects with these properties in close orbit around the star. This is insane, this. Go down a little bit. Go down to the next course of action.
That's it. Pending authorization.
Yeah, no, go down further. You need to go.
That's all it. Yeah, that's all that's on there. That's all I got.
Pending authorization, right? So that's everything, right? So what do you think these blacked out things say? Do you know what they say? Do you know the redacted stuff?
All the name of the star. But
yeah,
that's here. There's some.
Surely that's going to be on the internet. I'm going to have to. This is video worthy shit. This one. Do you want me to do a video on this one?
Yeah, I mean, that's up to you.
And you're 100% confident this is a real legitimate document?
Here's the press release on it, because they buttoned it up when they found out what it was made of.
Do you think this is connected to what's been talked about for 2027, where there's something heading towards us?
Let's see. Is that something else? There we go. I'll blow it up.
The SETI Institute is following up on the possibility that the stellar system KIC 8462852, so that's the rest of it then.
Worth noting, this is on SETI's website.
Yeah. Might be home to an advanced civilization. The star, slightly brighter than the sun and more than 1,400 light years away, has been subject to scrutiny by NASA. So this is on the website, but the redacted stuff is they found something to suggest it's something that's alien.
That's the way it was explained. They discovered the object crossing that star, which is Tabby's star. What that document redacted was the number on here, where KIC 8462852. That's pretty well certainty that it was that star that it crossed, and what it describes here is the same thing in that document that they did up to where they did the IR scan and detected the materials.
I can't stay on much longer. I need to go. I think we need to do a video on this tomorrow, or we need to do something tomorrow night or something. A live or both, a video and a live, going through everything on this. What do you reckon, Kyle?
This fits into the Russian observatory and the quantum tunneling antenna. Not directly, but it was going on at the same time.
I think we should do a live tomorrow on this. Set up the live properly and go through it all and stuff like that. And get everyone to share it, because this is interesting information. This. And it looks genuine. It doesn't look like it's bullshit. The fact it's on the website, and then we've got the redacted document that suggests something's being covered up here, and then we've got the people being killed. Can you hear me, Kyle? Yeah. I don't know if Kyle can hear me. I don't know if... I'll cut that off there a minute. So, Kyle, if you're listening, so... Let me go here. My eye's really itching me and stuff. I'm struggling to read things, so I'm struggling. I think tomorrow I'll do a video on this. I'm going to converse with Kyle, see what order he wants to do this, and maybe go through the deaths of these people, these documents, these redacted stuff, see if we can dig anything out, see if we can get some of that redacted stuff visible so we can see it, and get that information out there to people as quick as possible and see what's going on there. There might be something being covered up here. It looks like something's being covered up, and it looks like people are being taken out over the last 10 years to keep this a secret. So I will speak to Kyle. And I'm in a lot of fucking pain with my eyes, so I'm going to have to go, folks. Sorry, I wanted to do a bit later tonight, but I'm not going to be able to. Remember, the Sunspot Observatory shut down in 2018. Okay, why would that be relevant? Just asking, like, because it might help with the video and stuff like that, because I can look at things like that and add it to the video. If you point me in a direction, I can try and pull things together and make things make sense to people and stuff. I do think we need to do a watch along with this as well. We will do a watch along on this. But my eye's killing me, and I'm going to have a break tonight. Been about 2 hours anyway, just about 2 hours. So we'll cover this, we'll do a watch along with that, we'll cover these people that have been killed, we'll cover these redacted documents about this Kick planet, this star system that seems to be showing something heading towards us potentially, or some structure there that they found. We'll look into that. FBI evacuated the town. Right, I'll have to look into that Bertie Ghost. Thanks for that. I'll pin this comment so people can see it. Can't pin it for some reason. Sorry folks, my eye's killing me and I can't concentrate. I can't see properly out my eye on it. So hopefully I get some rest. I'll be able to do a live tomorrow and a video, so we'll get both in. But as always, thank you for joining me and stuff like that. Thank you for interacting. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't seen my recent video of the Kaz Clark's presentation last night, go and watch it. It's a 3-hour thing. The first hour and a bit is just a laugh, I fuck about, because they fucked up the live stream over in Wales, but we do get to the end bit where it does show. If you want to skip to where Kaz starts speaking, that's when you start getting the new information, the picture of Pentook information, and the new witness that came forward. And Kaz is going to come on alive, and we're going to go through everything right from the beginning right to the end. And she's not done that before. She's going to do it on my channel, so we're going to go through, like, could be 3, 4, 5 fucking hours worth of watch. Or we might do it in parts, an hour a week live. We might do it like that, we'll just see. But it's going to be this week, this month, so stay tuned for that. Well, March. It's going to be March because February ends tomorrow. So, right, folks, as always, a strange sequence of events wreaked over cover-up. Kyle, I will speak to you if you're in the chat. I'll speak to you privately and we'll get a video side and a live setup side. I think we knew it that way. As always, people, keep your eyes to the skies as the next story could be yours. My eye's killing me. Good night, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.
There's a third one. Oh, what do we got? Take a look at this.
Kenneth Arnold, lights flashing, 47 saucers passing, Roswell crash, debris field, Ramey memo half revealed, Project Sign, Project Grudge, Cold War skies, the radar buzz, Blue Book files locked away, Men in Black say no one saw a thing today.
Watch closely as a different U.S. drone drops a Hellfire missile on that fast-moving orb. The missile appearing to bounce off the object.
Foo Fighters over World War II, Nazi discs, the rumors grew. Operation Paperclip, V2 rockets, secret ships, Maury Island fragments fall, Flatwoods monster standing tall. Every decade, every night, something strange is in the sky. We didn't stop the sightings. They've been in the and Space Command.